Hello students, welcome to MG's Learning. Today we are going to study chapter 1 of Computer Science 1, that is operating system. And the topic is concept related to information management part 2. So let's begin. So in this video we are going to study blocking, file operations, device directory and access methods. So what is blocking? So it is a unit of data or information. From hardware point of view, this consists of a number of sectors. So we are already seeing this system. So, but from the operating system, it consists of a block. So a file is to be considered to be a sequence of block, and all basic I/O functions or operates internally of the block. It means sequence of block is called a file. So what are the functions? I/O functions operates internally using this block. So in Unix operating system, one block consists of 512 bytes. So my file consists of 1949 bytes. So it will be allocated 4 blocks. So the first block allocated 512 bytes, second block allocated 512 bytes, third block also allocated 512 bytes. In the fourth block, my remaining data in the 1949 bytes, my remaining data is 413 bytes. So the wastage of memory that is called a 99 bytes. Now, for block, the data will be allocated 2048 bytes, but my file consists of 1949 bytes. So there is a wastage of memory 99 bytes. It's called a internal fragmentation. So the last 99 bytes would be wasted. It's called an internal fragmentation. So wastage of memory space within partition is called an internal fragmentation. It means a block consists of 512 bytes, but my remaining data is consists of only 413 bytes. So there is a wastage of 99 bytes. It's called an internal fragmentation. File operations. The file system concept is implemented by the operating system. The system calls are provided, read, write. This is the operation is done by the system calls. The first one is creating a file. For creating a file, there are two steps are necessary. The first step is there is a special amount of space in the file and not had to be checked. If the space is there, the second step is there is an entry for the new file in the directory to be made. It means we have to do things. The first one is there is a space in the file or have to be checked in the file. Afterwards, we have to check. We have to give the new file entry to the device directory. So the directory entry records the name of the file and its location in the file system. Second one is writing a file. For writing a file, there is a command in which the name of the file is given. For example, we are giving the file name that is called a command. So afterwards, the operating system searches this file in the directory entry and write the operation. Suppose I want to write into a particular file. Then first I will search whether the particular file is available on the disk or not. The particular file is available in the disk, then only I can do the write operation. Reading a file. Reading a file, there is a file name is specified in the system calls. So when it receives a name of the file, afterwards the system, the operating system uh, searches this file from the device directory and read the operation. For example, I want to read a particular file. Then first I will search whether the particular file is present in the disk or not. The particular file is available in the disk, then only I can do the read operation. Rewind a file. Rewind a file means the directory is searched for appropriate entry and the current file position is reset to the beginning of the file. It means rewind, it means we start from the beginning of the file. It is called a rewinding the file. So again, we have to see the particular file is present in the disk or not. If it is there, then my file is reset to the beginning of the file. Last one is delete a file. For delete a file, we have to search a particular file in the disk. If it is found, it releases the memory space. And the directory entry will be invalid. It means the particular file is found in the disk. Uh, then afterwards, it releases the memory space and that directory entry become invalid. So in this file operations, we are constantly seeing that we are searching a device directory. So to avoid constant searching, many operating systems will open a file. when it becomes actively used. So it means it open a file, which are the files we are actively used. So the operating system keeps a small table. It considers the information of all the opening files. So when file operation is requested, only this small table is searched and not the entire directory. It means the operating system have to maintain a small table. So it consists of all the open files list will be available in the small table. When the file operation is requested, the only this small table is searched by the operating system and not the entire directory. So when the file is no longer used, it is closed and removed from the file. Device directory. Device directory, it consists of the following information like the list of information which is kept in the directory. So the first one is file name. File name, it means it is a symbolic file name. It is chosen by the user at file creation. So it is chosen by the user when creating a file. That is called a file name. File type. We have to specify the type of the file. That is a executive file, text file, or source code file. For example, executive file means .exe extension we have to use. Extension will specify the what extension is used to specify the type of the file. For example, I am using text file, so I have to use extension .txt, .doc. For example, source code file means .c, .cpp, .java. Next one is location. Location, it means it indicates the path of the file. It is used to store in the hard disk, so we can retrieve the information with the help of the location. So this is called the location. Size. It indicates the size of the file in terms of bytes. So whenever the file is created internally, the size of file is 0. After writing, it will be increased. So it means whenever file is created, internally it will be 0. After performing any operation, it will be increased. Current position. It means it pointed to current read, write position in the file. It's called a current position. Production, it means it gives access control information, control like reading, writing, yeah, executing. It means which person has to give which permission, yeah, which user have to give which permission. So it's like a access control information, that is called a production. Usage count, it indicates that the number of processors, a number of users which are currently using the file, a number of processors which are currently open the file. So it's called a usage count. Last is time, date, and process identification. It gives information about the creation of file, creation of the file, time, date, and last identification, last use. So these are the information available in the time, date, and process identification. Allocation, access methods. That is access method. We are using sequential access and direct access. First understand, when we are creating information and we are stored in the file, that is called a file. So after the information is stored in the file, so we have to use. So how to use? So we have to use, the information must be accessed. So this information must be accessed with the help of access methods. So there are two access methods, sequential access and direct access. In the sequential access, we go by sequentially. For example, my file consists of 10 blocks. For example, I want to access a block number 5. So I go by sequentially. First, I will access block number 1, 2, block number 3, block number 4, and last will be block number 5. So it's like a tab model of a file system. So we cannot access directly in the sequential access. Next one is direct access. Direct access is based on the disk model of a file. So here, for example, a file consists of 10 blocks. I want to access a block number 10. So I don't go by sequential access. So directly jump to block number 10. And afterwards, I want to access block number 5. Then I have to jump to block number 5. No need to go for the sequential access. That is called a direct access. It means there are no restriction on order of reading or writing. That is called a direct access. So direct access method, there are two methods, sequential access and direct access. So in this video we see blocking, file operation, device directory, and access method. Thank you.